If you have just started to use the binary number system, the idea of adding binary numbers together can sound difficult. However, as with converting between binary and decimal, because we only have two numbers, 1 and 0, to deal with, it's actually a very simple process. We only deal with one column at a time in binary addition, but before we complete any binary addition, we first need to learn the rules. There are only 4 rules that we need to remember, so let's get our whiteboard and learn them now. When you have two zeros, the rule is 0 plus 0 equals 0, just like in normal decimal addition. When you have a 0 and a 1, whether that's 0 plus 1 or 1 plus 0, this always equals 1. When you have two 1s, 1 plus 1 is 2, which in binary is 1, 0. This means we put a 0 in the current column and we carry a 1 to the next column. And finally, when you have three 1s, such as when you've carried a 1 over to the column, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, which in binary is 1, 1. This means we put a 1 in the current column and we carry a 1 to the next. So that's all of the rules covered. We're going to keep them on screen as we try out a binary addition. So to start with, we need two binary numbers, and we're going to go one column at a time, starting with the rightmost column where the least significant bit resides. In this column we have two 1s, so according to the rules we need to put a 0 in this column and carry a 1 to the next column. In the next column we have two 0s and now our carried 1. The amount of zeros does not matter because no matter how many zeros we add together we still end up with 0. So this is the same as 0 plus 1, and this rule means we put a 1 in this column and move to the next one. So in this column we have again a 0 and a 1, so the same rule again tells us to put a 1 in this column and move on. In this column we have two 1s again, so the rule shows us that we put a 0 in this column and we carry a 1 to the next column. This next column already had two 1s and now it has our carried 1 as well, so we need the rule for adding three 1s, which tells us to put a 1 in this column and carry a 1 to the next. The next column has a 1, a 0 and our carried 1, so again following the rule we put a 0 in this column and we carry a 1 to the next. Same scenario again, we have a 0 and a 1, so following the rule we're going to put a 0 in this column and carry a 1 to the next. Now in the final column we have two 0s and our carried 1, so this rule tells us we put a 1 in this column and now we are done. So how do we know this is correct? Well, we can, if we want to be sure, convert the binary numbers into decimal and then add them together to check if we're sure. So the first binary number is equivalent to 57 in decimal, the second binary number is equivalent to 93 in decimal, and our added binary number is equivalent to 150 in decimal. And if we check, 57 plus 93 does indeed equal 150. So that is the basics of binary addition. There is a little more we need to understand, such as what we do when we get to the last column and we still have a 1 to carry, which can cause an overflow error. We're going to look at this in a future video, which will be linked below once it's completed. So thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please click the like button to help us with the YouTube algorithm. And let us know what else you would like to see us cover, and if you have any questions below in the comments. And subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this.